What's up, everybody? It's Jack and Dan.
And today we're putting this peace lily in one of our fish tanks.
Check it out. All right, up here in our front office kind of area, we did put a couple of breeding tanks in here. This one over here, we got some blue polars, and they're going to be hopefully breeding pretty soon here for us, or we'll get another pair that will. This is our little infinity tank we made. Kind of has a little infinity lagoon there. Easier to see at night. That top light just turned on because it just has to be that time of day, so that cancels some of that out. This is the 3D stereogram kind of situation we made over here that we were going to use for breeding angelfish, but we decided to quarantine Mr. Brutus in at first because we brought him home. How you doing, Brutus? Say hi to everybody, man. So we did a video talking about that as well, and he's going to be staying here for a while, but as we've discussed many times, although Brutus is a large fish, he does not swim around much. He's just not a swimming guy, right? He's a funny little dude. Well, he's a funny big dude. And so we were wanting to, when we built this initially, to put a peace lily over here on this side. So we're going to go ahead and do that, even though he's in here, because he has plenty of room to turn around and move around. And again, he really just kind of stares at us. He's not a swimmer. One of the things we did is we put this in. So I'm going to turn this side so you can see this. We buried an LED. Well, we put an LED under the tank, and then we buried in the gravel a small glass orb so that that light could shine through. Because our idea was that we would put a stand for this peace lily in here, and that it would light up from the bottom. So Jack's got it over here. So how do we do this, man? We got a old waste paper basket, right?
We got what are you from the UK? We got a trash. We got
a waste paper basket.
A trash bin, and then we drill a hole here,
right
here, and then
inside. Let's show that.
And then we glued it to the bottom of this
planter.
Sort of potting planter, right? Type of thing. And then we got this little thingamajigger in here, and then we're gonna.
What's the thingamajigger?
Show us. I really don't even know.
Something to hold the gravel, right?
Yeah, something to hold the gravel.
So this is a planter we got for about $3 on a clearance rack at Mark's. This again is a tiny little translucent trash can, and the idea was that this would fit inside here, and the light would shine through.
It's going to be luminescent,
illuminated up,
and then this peace lily is going to be right on top, and it's going to look
right. This peace lily right
cool.
here, which we also got on the clearance racks at Mark's for about $2.99. And we've been watering it and put it outside a little bit to grow it. It's doing awesome. So this whole planter and peace lily was about $10. And this is some old gravel that we had. We decided to kind of go with a different color gravel instead of the black that was in there, just to change it up. Plus we had this, and we have more than enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in the laundry room, going to put some gravel in here. We're going to put the peace lily in, top it off with a little gravel, and then put it in here. Kind of show you how it shines up and glows in the bottom. Hopefully it has a nice effect. The reason we put the holes is because we want the water to fill. This is going to stick out, hopefully like that, and then the plant will stick out the top. That's why we kind of did this top the way that we did. And we did the holes because we want the water to be able to kind of soak up through the bottom of the plant. And we did these holes over here for the snails, because obviously we have some Malaysian trumpet snails in here that are going to, keep this tank nice and clean. We want them to be able to go in and out of this freely, to keep it clean and, go throughout the gravel and everything. So we're going to go get this plant in here and then bring it back, show you, and then we're going to submerge it in here. Okay, so basically we just did this out here on the patio. We didn't have enough rocks. We decided to keep it in the pot and put the rocks in there and just kind of fill it, but it looks okay. There's rocks kind of capping off the soil and then, filling in the space, but it does look okay. So we forgot to mention, I don't know if we mentioned, we super glued this together really good too, so it wouldn't come off. So anyway, that's how it looks. Spill a little gravel. Jack's trying to get some of it, but not much. So it looks pretty cool. I'm happy with it. We're going to stick it in the tank here. We're going to see what it looks when we get inside there. All right, we got this in here. The lights are off in the room, so we can kind of see a little better. Brutus is not sure about it. He's like, what's that thing you guys put in here, right? He'll probably be checking it out a little later. So as you can see, even in the evening here, this light kind of comes in here. You can see in the yard, how far the sun is, but still gets light. So we're probably going to leave that curtain in the middle. And, behind here, that's where your wires and stuff are. Not a huge deal because no one's really going to see back there. We could put something up there if we really want. But anyway, there you go. So it fit in there really nicely. You could see that, you know, it is pretty translucent. The pot came just where we wanted it. We did take a couple, maybe a gallon or so of water out. We wanted it kind of right there. And I think it looks pretty cool, man. What do you think?
It does look really neat. It's cool how it's like arising out of the water.
We didn't want it like blocking the 3D image. So, you know, we may have to trim it if it starts to cover it up too much. People could just stand on something if they want to see it, right? Go ahead and turn this light on just to give you guys what this is going to look like. So basically, you can see through this thing more than I thought. I thought it would just kind of glow. Maybe at night when the lights are totally off, we'll probably do some shorts and stuff just to kind of show what it looks like. But it does kind of glow at the top a little bit. Some of that is some of the sediment that's coming down from the gravel through those. So that'll probably take time to settle and even out a little bit. And then it'll be less of a colloid looking thing and more of a, you know, even light. But I think it's really neat. Jack really wanted to do the red pot. I wanted to do blue, so it's like red blue, but I like the contrast.
I didn't think about that till now, actually.
But I like the contrast of it. So, you know, it's like, you know, this half is red and blue, and then that half's red and blue, especially with the blue light. It's kind of cool. So anyway, and we could put it on blue, or we could put it on, let's put it on blue. So if you put it on just like straight blue, that's kind of cool.
Actually, it looks cool. I didn't think about that till now, though.
Well, it's kind of cool. I mean, we just wanted this tank to be super colorful and super fun, especially because it has a 3D dragon in it, which again, if you didn't see that video, we'll put a link in the description where you can kind of see the 3D background that we put in here. It's like a dragon on a cliff with his wings open. It's really super cool. And then this is an old one that I had. It's like, you know, sharks and a big, you know, pirate ship and all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool. So hopefully this works out well where the peace lily gets, you know, a bunch of light and the, you know, roots continue to grow. The roots may even work their way all the way down and come out the bottom here. We'll see how that all works. But this is kind of an experiment we want to do for a while, and we're going to see how it works out for Brutus here. And ultimately, if he gets better and goes into the 220, because he's only quarantining in this tank for a while, if he gets better and moves over to the 220, then we'll be putting angels in here. And I would assume how angels are, they'll probably just lay their eggs right on this trash can thing, or maybe on the tubes. We might even put some...
Neat. I like how they disperse their eggs. They're cool.
Yeah, we might put some slate or something in there, or a cone or something, but this is basically a giant cone, so who knows, maybe they'll put their eggs right there. If we get to that point, if Brutus makes it out of here and he gets better and everything, and, you know, he is fine, we just want to keep him in here for a while, make sure none of his, you know, signs or symptoms or anything come back, and that his head is completely healed and everything like that. Right, buddy? But he'll probably be warming up to this thing here in just an hour or so. He's already kind of went over to it and checked it out and went back over to his side. But anyway, that's what it looks like, guys. And I'll hit the light here again just so you can see. And then, like I said, we'll probably do some shorts in the evening when that light's completely off, just to kind of show the glowing of this and that. I think it's pretty neat, man. These were a couple of really fun breeding projects, just kind of old tanks that we got, old stuff, really mostly things that we had around the house. We didn't really invest much money into them at all. I mean, this whole entire thing was $10, $9 for the lily, the thing. And I think it came out with a really unique and creative look. So anyway, what do you think, man?
Yeah, it's neat. I like the contrast. I wish I would have knew, I wish I would have thought, like the blue pot would have looked better, but I guess it still kind of looks pretty cool.
I like it. I like the contrast, especially when this thing's blue. It's like, it's just a fun tank, man. So we'll put links in the description how we built all this and Brutus's homecoming and all that. And hopefully these guys will be breeding over here soon. And this guy, we're doing blue polars in that infinity tank. That's a super fun tank too. So anyway, we'll have more to come. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.